Not every bad vibe is intuition. Sometimes it's your brain panicking in an information vacuum. You walk into a room. The conversation stops. You get a one-word reply that feels wrong. A silence stretches 2 seconds too long. Someone's expression won't resolve, and suddenly your internal alarm detonates. Something is wrong. I messed up. They don't like me. You feel the weight of a social disaster that hasn't actually happened. This isn't intuition protecting you. This is a ghost signal. Your brain is a pattern completion engine, and incomplete data is intolerable to it. In social space, ambiguity equals risk. So when your system detects a gap, a neutral face, a short reply, a contextless pause, it refuses to leave it blank. To your hardware, blank space equals potential threat, so it fills the gap with the fastest explanation available, not the most accurate, the fastest. And fast usually means catastrophic. Your brain would rather invent a threat than admit it doesn't have enough data. You're not detecting a vibe. You're watching your system render a crisis from incomplete pixels. You're reacting to noise your brain refuses to leave as silence. To stop the social spiral, you install the signal verification pause. The goal is not to fix the vibe. The goal is to stop reacting to data that hasn't been confirmed. Your brain is trying to close a file that is still downloading. This patch forces the system to keep the file open until resolution improves. When you detect an off vibe, a heavy silence, a cold reply, an unreadable expression, your instinct is to adjust. You want to apologize, explain yourself, pull back to protect your ego. You override this. Instead, you label the moment. Unverified signal. You acknowledge the data exists without granting it the status of truth. You're telling your system, I see the signal. I'm not assigning meaning yet. You put the thought in a sandbox where it can't change your behavior. Once the signal is flagged, your only job is to observe. Don't change your tone. Don't seek reassurance. Don't self-correct. Wait for more data. You're giving the environment and the other person space to generate a second or third signal. Most of the time, the ghost disappears. The silence was fatigue. The short text was someone rushing. The expression meant nothing. If you react to the first ambiguous signal, you often create the tension you feared. You become the glitch. The pause lets the pattern complete using real evidence, not worst-case projection. This works because you move from threat detection to data collection. Not every signal deserves a reaction. Some signals need verification. You're training your system to tolerate ambiguity instead of rushing to false conclusions. This stops the immediate spiral. The deeper glitch is structural. Tap the full report to understand why your brain generates ghost signals and how to recalibrate your social sensors over time. Drop a comment with a vibe that turned out to be nothing. Subscribe to stay synced. Stay awake. The system is always running.